What's up, Foxtrotters? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, hello. It's nice to see you all again. You guys look great. Yes, you person who just got done paying all your bills for the month. I know you might be broke right now, but your bills are paid. Awesome job. You look great. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whether you're at home, work, or school. I hope you're doing all right. I'm excited to bring to you a classic r/anti-MLM trash video. It's what I was in the mood for. I was actually going to do this video tomorrow when I got home from work, but I got back from class a little bit ago, and I am procrastinating from doing some homework at the moment, so I'm going to do this video instead. Don't worry, cross my heart, I will do my homework later. This just sounded a lot more fun, so that's what we're doing. If that sounds good to you, then please stay tuned. Okay, just to clear the air first, the picture is from a non-Hun bot. She has nothing to do with MLMs. She's just posting a funny picture. So she says, I just want everyone to know I spent 10 minutes looking for my other lash today while getting ready for work. It's going to be a long day. I don't even wear fake eyelashes, but I find that so relatable. Like, if I were to wear fake eyelashes, that would happen to me, like, without a doubt. Okay, so then a Hunbot comments on her posts.
Have you thought about a mascara that is like falsies, but 10 times less hassle?
Please, no unique.
Okay.
At least it was civil, short and sweet, over and done. There was no one being pushy. I guess that's about the best case scenario we can hope for. But I don't know why, but I just found this particularly funny that she had lost the eyelash, more than even the Hunbot commenting. The true gem of this to me was her having lost the eyelash on herself. I just, like I said, I found that so relatable. I just realized MLMs are the adult form of those terrible fundraising catalogs from elementary school. Kids think it sounds fun because they show you the prize you're going to get if you sell the most. In the end, though, it's a bunch of overpriced junk. The prizes aren't great compared to how much the company itself is making, and you're really only going to get a few pity sales or cause everyone to hate you. Okay, this one really hit home because when I was a kid, my school was all about the chocolate bar sales, and then the big one, like the big money maker, the big mama fundraiser was the wrapping paper sale. And it was like Sally something, I don't remember, but it was insane. The whole experience of the wrapping paper was just, it was this whole element that came about every fall. They'd start pushing it on you, and by winter you needed to be selling, and it was really intense. And I remember being a kid not understanding how it worked at all, and so my mom of course did most of it. Maybe a lot of your moms it happened, or parents, it was the same way. Your parents just end up doing it for you because you're a kid, you don't know how businesses work. And my mom would take it to her job and try to sell it to people at her job, and I'm sure there were other moms and dads who were there also trying to sell their children's wrapping paper and or whatever. So I don't know, but does that still go on? I'm curious. I don't have kids in the system, so I don't know what it's like in school these days, but I remember that very like clearly in my mind. So when this person said that, it really like cued that memory very strongly. So I don't know. Let me know down below. Did you guys have to sell stuff for your school? Were there weird fundraisers? What were they? Did you have to do the wrapping paper one too? Was it Sally something? Do you know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, moving on. Oh no. No. Oh no. Okay, here we go, folks.
It's that time of year. Did you get your flu shot? Are you getting a flu shot? Me? No. Because I am a teacher and I'm around kids, it is recommended that I get a flu shot. Funny thing though, when I didn't get the flu shot, I didn't get the flu. When I did get the flu shot, I got the...
I don't need to finish it. She's gonna say that she got the flu or something. Okay, sure. What she's saying is that she's gonna take these plexus shot drink things, probiotic, something, vitamin, liquid, magical unicorn drops of life, etc. She's gonna take that, and that is going to be the same, better than the flu shot. And this is the kind of misinformation that's gonna get people hurt. I feel like in every video lately, I end up pulling up something. It's either someone putting oils where they shouldn't, or using oils in place of something when they shouldn't, etc. And it's just, yeah, this is just an ongoing problem. And of course, they're not saying outright that it's going to cure the flu, but what they are saying is that the flu shot can't be trusted. It's that kind of weird, I forget what it's called, some kind of tactic where you take something that's not bad that a lot of people like and trust, and you say it like it's a bad thing so that people look at it like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I didn't even think about it like that. It's just, it's manipulative. I'm sure that the Hunbot learned it from her upline or some convention or one of those meetings where they meet at Starbucks or the Waffle House or something. I don't know. Anyway, so basically what I want to say is, I would recommend listening to your trusted medical practitioner, whether you're into naturopathy or you're into the Western style or you're into both. Whatever it is, I would listen to a trusted medical professional who has an education in medicine. That would be my best recommendation. Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Homecoming is coming fast. October 5th is for blank. Do you have jewelry yet? Why spend a fortune on jewelry when you can spend $5? Don't have time to shop? I can also be your very own personal shopper. Send me a picture of your dress. Give me an idea of what you're looking for. Color, style, etc. Do you want a necklace, bracelet, earrings, ring? All of the above? That's it. I'll do the shopping for you.
It's probably going to cost more than $5. And also, maybe we shouldn't be preying on high school students who may or may not be really good with money. May or may not. It's all alleged. I don't know. I wasn't good with money when I was a teenager. I wasn't good with money up until probably my 30s. Honestly, I just think it's something that takes some people a while to learn. Anyway, teenagers, typically don't have a lot of money, so it's really great for you to go and try to sell to them and make them feel vulnerable. I don't know. I feel like teenagers are pretty good at getting a hold of the stuff that they want. They'll go to the mall or they'll go to Claire's or Icing or wherever they go these days, and they'll find their good deals on whatever the cheap jewelry is that they want to wear, okay? If they're going to buy cheap jewelry, they're going to go find it on their own. They don't need a paparazzi salesperson. I think honestly you could probably get a better deal if you did go to the mall and bought some of that, like Claire's jewelry. It's probably true. It's probably the same, if not better quality than paparazzi. Yeah, so I don't know. Leave the high school kids alone. You really need to keep your nose out of that, lady. Leave these kids alone with their homecoming dance. That's not your business. And go try to sell to some grown-ups. Oh, wait, you can't because nobody wants this stuff.
Loving our new Biohydria tea. Hydrates from the inside out.
Wow, Arbonne. Hey, have you folks heard about that? That liquid you could drink that hydrates you from the inside out? What's that called? I can't remember it. I don't know. I can't remember it. I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. There's something. The human body's like mostly comprised of it. Like our blood's mostly comprised of this. The Earth's surface is mostly covered in this. Gosh, what is it? I can't. Oh, what? On the tip of my tongue, don't you hate when that happens? When you just can't think of the word and it's right there? Oh, how strange.
Now hiring. I'm looking for 3 amazing people to join my team because I need to build my downline so I can please make some money. Please, 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 will you join? Oh my gosh, please. Oh my, no. Requirements. Must be ready to rock their business. Must be ready to make tons of friends. Must be ready to have fun. Must be ready to make money. Must be ready to party.
What does that even mean? Those are all the most vague requirements I've ever seen. Must be ready to rock their business. I feel like 99.9% of people who begin a business, even if it's a bad business or a business at all, but who begin a business, I think the intention there is definitely to rock the business. I don't think anybody ever really starts a business with the intention of only going at it at a mediocre level. But then again, I don't know. Like I said, I've been wrong many, many times before, so who knows. Must be ready to make tons of friends. Okay, I guess that's fine. I mean, work doesn't necessarily need to be the place where you have your friends made at, right? Like traditionally, you're supposed to go to work, and then when you come home from work, it's like your home time, your private time, you're away from work. It's not, you have your friends and your social life outside of work, right? So I feel like that is making me feel kind of a little red flaggy. Must be ready to have fun. Well, I mean, again, who isn't ready to have fun? Well, I guess there's a lot of people out there that don't want to ever have fun. They exist. I have at some points in my life been that person who's not wanted to have any fun, just sit in the corner and glower and be that, be the different. I'm so different and quirky, and just in reality, I was just unhappy. Who knew? Anyway, must be ready to have fun. What a concept. All right, must be ready to make money. Oh boy, because nobody wants to make money. Everyone just goes to their job every day because they don't want to make money. I can't think of anybody that I know that's trying to make money. You guys know anybody who's trying to make money? Yeah, me neither. I don't either. Must be ready to party. Okay. I know that a lot of these MLMs do those parties where you sit around the living room and then someone comes in and tries to sell you a bunch of stuff. Like I've been to a Mary Kay one. So I'm guessing Scentsy must do the same type of thing. Either that or they're really meaning that it's going to be so fun. It's going to be like a party, in which case that's not healthy either. I don't know. And also these MLMs are always hiring. They're never now hiring. Whenever you see these things that say now hiring, well, guess what? They were never not hiring. They have always been hiring. They will always be hiring as long as the MLM exists. So will the need to hire constantly.
It's a pyramid scheme, my personal favorite. First and foremost, pyramid schemes are illegal. Not only has Arbonne been around for 40 years, we are ranked the #1 global brand for healthy living inside and out. We are Mercedes-Benz #1 fleet partner and also partnered with Tiffany & Co. Not to mention we don't make money off of signing people up like you do in a pyramid scheme. We make money solely off of product sold. These luxury companies would not partner with us if we were illegal and risk hurting their brand.
Not true necessarily. Not necessarily. And then also, sorry, I just hit the desk. Whoopsie. The top part here, okay, the fact that Arbonne's been around for 40 years and ranked #1 in global brand, that means nothing to me, and it should mean nothing to you as well. I just want you to know that. I feel like also that being a fleet partner and also partner with Tiffany & Co., I feel like those are going to be very vague connections. I'm sure there's to some degree something that occurs, like maybe someone signed something or Arbonne decided at some point they were going to use Mercedes, so Mercedes gives them some kind of like specialty package. I don't know, but I'm sure it's not exactly that they're a fleet partner, and I'm sure they're not exactly partnered with Tiffany & Co. I'm sure there's definitely caveats to it. And then the part where she says, not to mention we don't make money off of signing people up. Well, that's a flat out lie. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. That's just simply not true. You make money solely off of products sold. Okay, so when you get someone into your downline, what's the first thing they have to do? They have to buy a bunch of product because that's what they're supposed to sell. So absolutely, you're making money essentially off of signing them up. You're just disguising it as a different thing. So it might not be them joining where they have to pay, but the very next thing is they have to buy a bunch of stuff to be able to sell it. So that's just using semantics and rewording stuff. Don't be fooled. That's just all of that is just not true. That's pretty much, if I could just if you could come away with anything from what this screen here says, none of it is true. Okay. So the caption above this stated that she found this inside of the box of diapers that she had purchased, which is a really extra slimy tactic. Incredibly, incredibly extra slimy. Work from home, earn extra income around your schedule, part-time, full-time, call today. I really dislike the assumption that just because someone's buying diapers, that they are someone who needs money. That's a gross assumption and generalization of a population of people entirely. So, congratulations, whoever it is who did this. That's gross. I almost kind of would want them to call the number just to like hear what it is, to find out which company it is, because there's no way to tell from this business card what company it's even for. It's clearly an MLM of some kind, right? That's the only MLMs are the only ones who advertise like this, who say work from home, earn extra income around your schedule, part-time, full-time, basically everything. They're like, it's a job. It's all the jobs. It's every kind of thing in one, whatever you need. And if they don't, and they never say the business, or at least if they do say it, it's very hard to find. But Clearly, they don't want you to know what the name of the company is, because if you did know, it would probably cue some memory like, oh, I actually have heard of that. Never mind, you're going to throw that away. But they're hoping that you won't see the name of the business, and you're going to be so desperate for money because you're buying diapers, so you must need money, that you're going to call this number and become whoever this person's is downline. It's gross, and I'm sure this is not a unique tactic. I'm sure there are many different people who have done this over the course of history. It seems gross enough that it probably has already happened before. It's just yuck. It's just so gross. Ugh. Oh no. It's Thrive.
Not a fan of the flu shot. In fact, I don't recall ever getting one. I am, however, a huge fan of this immune-boosting little packet of magical goodness. Hashtag, this is how we get through flu season. Hashtag, I choose to boost.
Okay, so once again, saying without saying it, they are implying, right, because they're not flat out saying this cures or keeps the flu away, but boy, are they sure implying it. And they're also implying they're doing that same thing again, right, that tactic where they're making you feel uncertain about the flu shot to maybe make you question getting one. Or maybe you're going to now question getting your child or your elderly grandma the flu shot. Well, if you're thinking that, stop that right now and get your child and get your old grandma the flu shot. Just do it. What are you doing? If you're a teacher or you're someone who works around kids or you're in a setting where you could get people sick or anything where you're exposed to the masses, get the flu shot. What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, if you're a perfectly healthy person who eats really well and is very fit and has a very nutrient dense diet, there's a really good chance you could probably go through this whole season and be just fine. It doesn't, there are people who won't get sick who maybe just like their immune system's really up to snuff and they're just not going to get sick. But I don't want anybody out there to think that just by taking this packet of boost that they're going to suddenly be like totally inoculated from the flu, because that's not the case. All right. It's about the same as like taking a bunch of vitamin C tablets, right? It doesn't actually, there's been a lot of studies, I know, about if vitamin C actually does anything or if it's a placebo effect, kind of a deal. It has beneficial properties, but does like taking a bunch of it actually keep you from getting sick? Well, I don't know. Again, not a medical person. I'm in school for medical stuff, but not that kind of medical person. I promise. Those people are way smarter than me. Anyways, yeah, this is gross. I don't like this. Get the flu shot, listen to your doctor or whoever your trusted medical practitioner is, and make sure there's someone who has an educated medical background and is not just talking out of their backside, because that's what this is. This is backside talk. Okay, so you'll see the top photos. It says before and after, 2 washes, exactly 24 hours apart. Well, funny thing about that 24 hours is the hun in the photos below forgot to remove her timestamp. So if you'll see, she took the first one at 4:05. I have to squint. I'm getting old. Okay, it looks like 4:05. It could be 4:06. Don't come for me. But it looks like it says 4:05. And then the one next to it says at 4:11 p.m. It's supposed to be 24 hours. 2 washes, 24 hours apart. And she just clearly posted it and everyone can see that they're mere minutes apart. Well, that's how you know the product works really well. It actually works in 5 minutes, not 24 hours. I wonder if she saw this and like took it down, or if somebody mentioned it to her. Like, how long was this up before she noticed? Did she notice and was just like, oh, no one else will see that, I'm sure. Well, guess what? We all noticed, and that's a big mistake. For the record, I tried to read this one in the Hanbot voice like 5 or 6 times, and I finally gave up because the grammar in it is so bad that I just couldn't get through. You'll see. I'm going to do my best. Stay with me, folks. Again, welcome to my birthday wish. My wish is actually not for me, but for my kids, to prove and show them that hard work and dedication pay off. My daughter helps me run this business. She loved doing it and has since started thinking if different things she could do at age of 13 to start her own. She's a smart kid, my son, who is 3 tomorrow, always points at my Scentsy stuff and says mommy's work, and he watched everything I do. So I'm an example to my kiddos. This business is for my kids. I need 6 total sales. I have 1. Who's next? Wow, if that's not an excellent sales pitch, I don't know what is. My word. And of course your 3-year-old son's gonna point at if you're messing with the stuff every day. You think toddlers miss a beat? They notice everything you do, and they're gonna either copy you or find a way around it. It's just what they do. So I don't know. Whenever these hunbots try to present like they're tiny children wanting to get into their products, and they take that as something, oh my gosh, isn't this company so amazing? I just throw that away. I'm like, no, that's not legitimate. Your daughter is 13 and wants to start. Well, again, she's 13. She doesn't understand what's going on here. She doesn't get it. She's 13. When I was 13, I didn't understand anything about business at all. And the average 13-year-old doesn't. The average 13-year-old isn't even old enough to have a real job yet. I was babysitting at that time because I couldn't work a real job because I was too young to. And for good reason, you know. A 13-year-old's not going to understand the impact of what it means to be a Scentsy salesperson for the rest of her life, okay? Okay, I had to reread this one a few times to figure it out, but I think I got it now. Gotta love Hun recruitment posts. Wait a sec. So this person, you see under the intro, product ambassador at Plexus Worldwide. Worked at Sam's Club, and then they list some other stuff. Wow, okay, so they're a product ambassador at Plexus Worldwide. Okay, at the Waffle House, they're having free open interviews. Apply online at mywafflehouse.com. Okay, so what's happening here is this person sells for Plexus, but also works at Waffle House because Plexus is not a real way to make money. That's what's happening here. This person's working for Plexus and making that Waffle House manager money because they're not making anything with Plexus. For a minute, I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm like, are they having a meeting at the Waffle House? Because earlier in the video, I said that like as a joke, like because a lot of MLMs show up at, you know, coffee shops and places that are open 24 hours and whatnot to like try to have their interviews, quote unquote, interviews and meetings. So I kind of just said it off the cuff, but it's just really funny because I saw this when I initially was looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, they really are having their meeting at the Waffle House. Well, he is having an interview at the Waffle House, but it's for Waffle House employees, not for Plexus. It's time for everyone's favorite segment of the video. It's time for the wholesome moment of the day. Let's see who you guys sent over. First up, we have Ladybird, and she's 3 years old, and this was sent over by Helen. Now, Helen adopted her about 2 years ago from a local shelter to come live with her while she was in college. Ladybird had lived with 3 different families before she actually came to live with Helen. She's a weird, standoffish cryptid who ignores everyone but Helen. Luckily, Ladybird is super adorable. I can actually kind of relate. My cat's sort of the same way. I'm the only person that's important to her in her life, and I don't know, it's kind of endearing to me, even though she's kind of standoffish and at times indifferent, but I don't know why, but it makes me like love her more. Does that make sense? I don't know, Helen, maybe you can relate. Next up, we have we have Smudge, and this was sent over by Brenda. Thank you so much, Brenda. Sorry, I had to get a hold of myself. Now, Smudge is going to be 2 in October, which is coming right up. So, happy birthday, Smudge. So, he was a rescue and was extremely sick when they adopted him, and he had a upper respiratory infection from being neglected and severe food allergies that were not being treated. He is living his best life now. Well, obviously. And then next up, we have Zoe. And this was also sent over by Brenda. Now, Zoe is a husky mix and is a recent rescue. She used to be used in dog fighting. They filed her teeth down. She has a puncture in her eye, breathes through a hole in the top of her nose, and the tips of her ears have been ripped off. Zoe had a hard life, but is now kicking up her paws and living the good life. She loves attention and balls because she's a good dog. Yes, you are, Zoe. You're a good girl. Infinite pets and treats for you, you good dog, good dog. And if you're looking to get a new member of your family, I definitely recommend Adopt and Not Shop. Check out your local shelters, your local humane societies. Donate if you can, volunteer if you can, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. And if you want to see a photo of your pets here, then go and send it to my email, which is in my channel description, and you will see your pets here eventually. All right, Foxtrotters, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked that video, please hit that like button down below. If you have any good comments or suggestions, please leave it down below as well. I love to hear what you have to say, and I love interacting with you all. If you've not already, hit that subscribe button and become a Foxtrotter. Come join the den. Den Mother would love to have you. And I'm going to link my Patreon here somewhere. Feel free to check it out, and if not, no big deal. I'm just glad you came to spend some time with me. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. That was definitely fun to make, as always. It was a nice little break from doing some schoolwork. Don't worry, I promise I will do my homework later. I haven't really updated everybody. If you're wondering, school's going well. I know I just started a couple days ago. I've been blathering about it endlessly prior, but it's going well, and I'm kind of holding my breath because I know that the hard work is about to begin. So we shall see in the next couple weeks what the next few months is really going to look like. So it sounds good to me. All right, folks, I hope you're doing great, and as always, until the next video, take care.